Magandang araw. So, ngayon we are identifying and analyzing locking issues. Start natin. Introduction. Identifying and analyzing locking issues module provides you with the instructions and devices to develop your hands-on skills and the following topics. First, working with the SQL Server locks. Second, managing deadlocks. Next, Exercise 1. Working with the SQL Server locks. The feature of locking in SQL Server databases enables you as database administrators to lock certain resources, such as tables, rows, or pages to block other transactions from accessing the resources. For example, if a transaction is in a progress on a table, you can set a lock on the table to block the resource. The locked resource becomes unavailable in the database till the lock release. Task 1. Identify the database queries holding locks. In this task, you will work with system queries that involve system tables related to locks. Some of the system tables used in this task is as follows. First is YS partitions. This table includes information on the partitions available for the tables in the database. By default, each database table has one partition. Second is YSDM run locks. This table provides data about the currently available and active lock manager resources in SQL Server. The database engine either grants the lock of its or is the progress of granting the lock to the transaction on execution of the system query. A result set is displayed. Each row wait lang, sana yun. Each row in the result set displayed as an active request to the block manager. And the last one is YSDM exec SQL text. This table provides information about the SQL query. Step 1. Ensure you have powered on the required devices and connect to the PLAB SQL 01. So yan, naka-on na siya. Step 2. From the PLAB SQL 01 desktop, click Start and click Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio. The connect to the server dialog box appears. Wait lang. Start pala. Start, then Microsoft SQL Server. Wait lang. 2016. Then Microsoft Server Management Studio. Then the connect to server dialog box appears. From the server type drop down list, click database engine. So ito siya. In the server name text box, type PLAB SQL 01. So yun. Then click connect. Step 3, the SQL Server Management Studio window opens. In the Object Explorer, click to expand the databases folder. Step 4, to select the database from the list of databases, click AdventureWorks DW 2016 CTP3. To create a new query from the query ribbon, click New Query. Step 5, the new query pane opens. Step 6, to create a new table, type the following query in the new query pane or copy. This query checks if the table name dimproduct_temp exists in the database or not. If it exists, the table is deleted and a new table with the same name is created. The data from the dimproduct table is imported into the dimproduct_temp table. To run the query, click execute or press F5. The query runs successfully and the result is displayed. Step 7. To create a new query from the query ribbon, click New Query. Type the following query in the new query pane or copy. Consider this query as a session 1 transaction. The update statement when the executed will update the standard cost of the product based on the where clause. The transaction will get executed after a delay of 7 minutes and 50 seconds. To run the query, click execute or press F5. So, wait lang tayo. Madidelay ito ng 7 minutes and 50 seconds. Magantay lang tayo ng konti. Medyo matagal-tagal. Maghintay lang tayo. Medyo matagal talaga. Magantay lang tayo ng ilang minuto.
Day! Pagpala ka mo, puti. Ibigay ko po na rin katulig, imawas ko kita. Okay, wala ka mo. Wala na akong musmano o kami itong musmano sa sticker. Ano man binahin mo? Sige daw. Ay, ano yan? Emo mo. Bubuhan ang galing. Kapag ay gahin mo, di ka galing. Di ka galing. Wala ako sa kung galing mo sa punti ka mga nila, pwede mo. Malay ka na sa bata, di ka paano para may tapos ako lang mo, sura pa ko. Bado na yun, nakagawin na sila pag-weekend, di ka kano sila. Sabi ko ma.
So, skip lang muna natin. Babalikan na natin siya. Step 8. To create a new query from the query ribbon, click New Query. To create a new query from the type the following query in the new query pane or copy. Consider this query is a session 2 transaction. The update statement, when executed, will update the standard cost of the product based on the where clause. The transaction will get executed after a delay of 7 minutes and 50 seconds. To run the query, click execute or press F5. So, ganun din siya. Matagal-tagal din. Maghintay pa tayo ng 7 minutes and 50 seconds. So, yung step 7, the query runs successfully. So, maghintay lang tayo ng 7 minutes. Tagal-tagal pa. So, skip na muna natin. Step 9, to create a new query from the query ribbon. Click New Query. Type the following query in the new query pane or copy. This is a system query. The system tables are joined using inner join. The cross-apply operator is used in the query. So, to run the query, click Execute or press F5. The query runs successfully and the result set is displayed. So, tingnan natin wala pa rin. Step 10, in the Object Explorer. In the Object Explorer window, right-click the server agent. Server agent. So, ito. Click natin Start. Right-click siya and Start. To confirm the start of SQL Server Agent service on PLAB SQL 01, click Yes in Microsoft Server Management Studio message box. Click natin Yes. Please wait while the SQL Server Agent service is started. Notice the SQL Server Agent is successfully started. To open the Activity Monitor tool in the Object Explorer, right-click PLAB SQL 01. From the context menu, click Activity Monitor. The Activity Monitor is displayed in the right pane. Click Processes. Check na natin. So, ayan. Wait lang. Wala pa rin. Hindi pa rin gumana yung kanina. So, dito muna tayo. So, click ko yung processes. So, note the processes section in the Activity Monitor show dynamic data in real-time environment. Step 15, notice the session ID 55 shows the lock details. To view the lock details, right-click session ID 55. Saan yan? Session ID 55. So, ito. From the context menu, click Details. Note, for the purpose of this demonstration, session ID 55 is selected. You can select any session that show the lock details in the live environment. Step 16, Session Details dialog box appears. The dialog box displays the details of the session for which the lock offset. Click close to close the dialog box. So close. Close all panes without saving the information. Check muna natin din kanina. So, wala pa rin. Then next, exercise 2, managing deadlocks. So, wait na lang muna natin yun para hindi ako mawala sa aking
Apelido! Kana. Sir, alis ka na? Salamat po. Hoy, teka! Sir, overspeeding kayo. Pangalan? Alis.
Apelido. Kana. Kana. Sir, alis ka na? Salamat ha. Hoy! 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 Teka! Sir, overspeeding kayo. Pangalan? Alis. Alis? Apelido. Kana. Kana. Sir, alis ka na? Salamat ha. Hoy! 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 Teka!
So, wala pa rin. Tagal, ang tagal. So, exercise to, managing deadlocks. Task 1, identify and analyze deadlocks using the skill survey profiler. In this task, you will perform the following actions. First, create a trace file using SQL Server Profiler. Second, select the deadlock-related events. Third, start the trace. The last, execute 3 transactions on the same table to create a simple deadlocks scenario. Step 1, to open SQL Server Profiler, click the Tools menu. So ito. and click SQL Server Profiler. Step 2. SQL Server Profiler window opens. Connect to server dialog box appears. Keep the default settings, click connect. Step 3. Trace properties dialog box appears. In the trace names box, delete the system generated name and type the following new name. Mm, So, copy natin. Then, click Save to File. Save to File. Step 4. To save as dialog box appears. In the left pane, navigate to local disk, see users administrator desktop folder. Click Save. Then, click Save. Wait. See users administrator. Desktop. Then, click Save. Note the SQL Server Profiler trace file in save with an extension of trc. Step 5. Notice the trace file name and path are displayed in the dialog box. Step 6. In the Trace Properties dialog box, click the Event Selection tab. Event Selection tab. Saan ba to? So, click to uncheck the audit logging checkbox. Click to uncheck the audit logout checkbox. Then, step 7, click the Show All Events checkbox. Step 8. Click to expand the locks node under event column. Then, step 9. Under locks, click the deadlock drop checkbox. Deadlock box. Click the deadlock drop. Then click the lock deadlock checkbox. Then click the deadlock deadlock chain. Then click run. There is no alternative description to this image. So to step 10, SQL Server Profiler deadlock trace PLAB_SQL01 window opens. Notice the message trace start appears under the event class column. Notice the message trace is running appears in the status bar of the window. Step 11. On the taskbar, click the SQL Server Management Studio icon. SQL Server. create a new query from the query ribbon, click new query. So, dito. So, SQL Server Studio icon. Click new query. Tingnan muna natin kung kumana na yun kanina. So, wala pa rin. Bakit wala? Tap the following current in your query pane. Or copy this. Consider this query as session 1 transaction. The update statement window executed will update the standard cost of the product based on the where clause. The transaction will get executed after a delay of 7 minutes and 50 seconds. To run the query, click execute or press F5. So, tagal-tagal din to. Step 12. So, skip muna natin para hindi ako matagalan. Step 12. To create a new query from the query ribbon, click new query. To create a new query from the query, type the following query in the new query pane. And copy. Consider this query as session 2 transaction. The update statement will executed will update the standard cost of the product based on the where clause. The transaction will get executed after a delay of 7 minutes and 50 seconds. So, tagal-tagal din to. Then, click execute or press F5. Step 13. To create a new query from the query ribbon, click new query. Click new query. Type the following query in the new query pane. Copy. This query will retrieve and display all the records from the dim product table. To run the query, click execute or press F5. The query ran successfully and the result set is displayed. So, ito siya. Step 14 on the taskbar, click click the SQL Server Profiler icon. In the SQL Server Profiler window, notice the three transactions that were hit at the database. Trace has captured all the three transactions. Step 15. Notice the lock monitor has set the deadlock priority of the three transactions that were executed. However, in this sample demonstration, deadlock wrap cannot be generated as the transaction hits were from a single user only. To generate a deadlock wrap in the real-time environment, you need to simultaneous multiple transaction hits at the same database from concurrent users. So, executing pa rin yun kanina. Hintayin lang natin yan hanggat matapos sa pag-execute. Dito lang po ako, dito ko lang itatapos ang video kasi mataas-taas ng minutes ng pag-record ko. Yun lang po.